All right, everyone. I'm just leaving Oshawa. I spent a week, I guess, with Julie and culminated in a great ride out to Emily Provincial Park. And I am blasting off today, heading east to meet up with Jacques. So thank you very much, Julie. It's been awesome. You're a great friend, and I really appreciate everything. So
it was great. It was great going out on a little tour, and yeah, it was great having you here. Really appreciate your advice and your company, and yeah, glad you could stop by and have a little bit of downtime before you're back on your route again. So
awesome. Thanks, Julie. Appreciate it. Alright, we are on the Waterfront Trail. We'll be skirting along Lake Ontario for most of the day. All of the day, actually. All right, we're just in Darlington Park. Park store is closed. Yeah, Darlington Provincial Park. Not a big park, but I know Julie said she's come here for an overnighter before, so nice to have these little spots within quick striking distance, even if they're not a wilderness camping experience. Since you're not in the wilderness, that makes sense. We're not going to be in this park for very long. We're heading out of it. Good morning for riding. It feels a little humid, but I'm not sure if that's because not feeling so great. Had a really bad headache last night. Lingering a little bit today, so took a couple of leave. I'm hoping it will alleviate the pain. So we leave in Darlington Provincial Park. Stopped off at this little Darlington conservation area. Just gonna take a second. Gotta go to the bathroom. I think that's what it's called. Let's have a look-see. Darlington Waterfront Trail. Not sure that we can take this. I think it just dead ends. Alright, stupidly made a wrong turn. Have to go back up this hill now. I'm right on the side of where the construction is. Yeah, my legs are not feeling great today, so don't really want to be adding any hills, but this little industrial area. It's a little confusing with the construction. Port Darlington. I do remember some of this stuff from my last couple of years of travels. I've been this way, so some of it does look familiar at times, but it all kind of blends in after a while. It's our best look at Lake Ontario so far. Nice spot. Morning, guys.
It's gone far.
Have a good ride. Alright, just pulled into this little park. The Lovekin Homestead. In 1796, after receiving a land grant from Lieutenant Governor John Graves Simcoe, Richard Lovekin Sr. and two hired men came to Clark Township to build a house for his family. He settled at the mouth of the Wilmot Creek, where after building a temporary shanty, he constructed a house located on this site overlooking Wilmot Creek Valley. The Lovekins were the earliest pioneers in Clark, settling what was then a dense forest. And it goes on to explain a few more things. But yeah, really beautiful spot, a lot of songbirds. This is just off the Waterfront Trail, like right off it. You can see we're coming back on it. You could probably ride on the road and shave off some kilometers, but as far as stress goes, this is definitely better. But I'm going to play it by feel today. I'm starting to feel a little better than I did this morning, so that's good. Pay attention here because I don't know the trail and if there's people. It'd be nice to bomb these, but I don't know what it does. Sweet little creek here. And so far, all of the waterfront trail pretty much has been paved, except for one little section there in that Darlington Shores Trail or whatever it was. Let's go check this out. It said viewing platform. So that must mean there's a little ditch there. Let's go have a look. I think I might have saw somebody here. We can all share, can't we? Alright. This isn't a bike path, obviously, so I don't want to go out there, so I could. Let's take a look. Oh, it's overlooking this marsh here. I forget what they call it. Let's not go all the way in with the bike. Yeah, we can. Let's go around the platform here. Yeah, so if you sat here long, we're not gonna probably, I'm gonna sit here for a few minutes, but if you were to hang out here long enough, there would be abundant wildlife to see, because marshes are some of the best wetlands, are some of the best places to see wildlife. Just stopped off at this little marsh wetland here, and yeah, it's beautiful. I've been sitting here watching different birds go back and forth. Just a really nice spot. You could definitely camp here if you were in a situation where you needed to camp. Sorry, lighting's really bad there. Yeah, you could definitely camp here if you needed. If you're in a situation where you needed to camp, I'm pretty sure it's pretty secluded, and you got all this woods here. I could throw my tent right up on this platform if I needed to, but. Yeah, beautiful. There is some action on the path up there, but I imagine at night, obviously that drops off. Mosquitoes would be pretty bad though, because you're near a wetland here. But yeah, I'm gonna get back at her and start attacking her, but it's been a really good morning, and I'm really glad that I started to feel better too, so let's do it. Beautiful looking water, looks refreshing right about now. Apple trees, mansion, road. Look at this funky setup. Punchy little climb to this cool little bridge over the tracks. She's rough. You don't want to go flying over this if you're in a car. Ugh. Or on a touring bike for that matter. Rattle your bags right off. So we're still on what's the waterfront trail. Some of it's on road, some of it's on trail. Some of it's on actual trails, and some of it's on highway and roads and whatnot. A bit of higher ground here. Get a little shot. Water is to my right as usual. Old church here from 1899 it looks like. Pretty cool. I think it was a church. So this looks like it was an old village at one time. There's a plaque over here. I'm gonna go take a look. Plaque here. The Wesleyville Village Heritage. Along the nearby Wesleyan Methodist Church is one-room school that was center of the village. For over a century, students walked back and forth daily to attend school here from farms and homes up to 5 kilometers away. The first village school was a log structure further east along the Lakeshore Road. In 1866, the school trustees purchased a quarter of an acre for $20 from Mary Saxby and built a new school. The school burned in 1899 and was replaced in 1967. Pretty cool. It's another old, there's a church right up the road here, and we'll see that in a bit, but I think I'm actually going to take a second to have some lunch here. Looks like there is a residence right there. It'd be a pretty cool place to live. So yeah, really neat. The church I mentioned a second ago, it's under renovation. Wesleyville Village. Cool, I love history, so I like that. Port Britain. We are entering Port Britain. Car club. All right, we're in Port Hope. The sign for Port Hope is many kilometers back, as you saw. Cool old homes though, definitely. Maritime feel to some of the homes with the architecture. Slow down a bit since I don't know the area, and we can get some shots here. Okay, we're here. We'll stop off in this park here and have a little break. Go. This looks like a good spot. We've only got 29K to camp, so we're doing good. So I found out the name of the river. This is the Ganaraska River. Very well known to most people that are into fishing, canoeing. Not going to be canoeing through this part too much, but very cool. I'm guessing those buildings on the right there were probably at one time to do with the power generation. I think there was a dam here or something, but I'm not sure. I'm just guessing. Water levels are fairly low, I imagine, compared to what they can be, judging by the shoreline. Cool bridge here. Yeah, Port Hope looks like a pretty sweet place. If you're in the area, I definitely recommend checking it out. It looks like a really cool place. But yeah, I'm just going to take a quick break here, and then I'm going to get back on the bike. I'm going to snap a few photos, and that is what we're going to do here. And then we're only 29k from Cobourg East Campground, which is our landing destination for today. So all right, just had a really good break. Slowed it right down, called and got my campsite reserved at the Coburg East Campground. So yeah, that's the key for me. I know for other people, they like to get in the kilometers. I'm starting to realize for me, it's about slowing it down. It's what I had thought all along, but like anybody else, I get caught up in trying to bang out the Ks. So yeah, I'm gonna really start slowing things down. Had a really nice stop in this nice little park, and I'm gonna get going now. I'm gonna snap a few pics over near the cannon and some of the other stuff around here maybe, and get back on the trail. Well, Google threw us a little hill to climb out of town here. I think I'm gonna do the sidewalk because it looks steep, and I don't want to slow people up. And it's shady. Win-win. I'm not gonna try to pretend like that wasn't hard. I can check the gradient later on all trails, but I'll probably do that in edit maybe. It's pretty good. I would say 8 or 9. Car up. Get into it here, come on. Come on. Up here, I was just talking with some people about this last night. What a coincidence. Yeah, as you saw, I just stopped off at Betty's here, pies and tarts, and I gotta tell you, the raspberry, I got 2 of them. The raspberry butter tart I just ate before I'm taking off to get back to get to the campground. Hands down, the best butter tart I ever ate. Absolutely amazing. The filling itself, the raspberry is perfect, and the crust, the dough, top notch. So anyways, I give them a 5. Maybe a 5.5 out of 5. So if you're in the area near between Port Hope and Coburg, stop in and check them out. Well worth it. Some guys are skeet shooting. I'm pretty good at that, I must say. They're not though. Jeez. Not one hit out of about 7 shots. Maybe I should pull in, show them how it's done in the West. Anyways, back to reality. Yeah, so the tart place is probably about 4K before this sign if you're heading east. I guess we're going to go through a little more of Coburg than I thought. Stop. Looks like we're right in the heart of the waterfront. 4 clicks to the campground, I figure, something like that. Should put us somewhere around 90 kilometers for the day. So I really took my time. It's a little more than I've kind of wanted to do, like 75, 80 would be nice, but I feel good. Blew by my turn. I was enjoying that too much. Old Danforth Road. Does look like an old one, doesn't it? This is the way it's telling me to go. Bonus. You can see that cars use it. Maybe it's ATVs, I'm not sure. Hello. How you guys doing? Good, thanks. Arrived. Oh, I didn't expect it to have such a big facility there. Alright, I guess that's the building to go check in. A payphone. I don't see those too often anymore these days. Alright, I'm gonna go inside and get squared away and then we'll go to camp. Alright, so as you saw, we made it to Cobourg East Campground, and it was $40, so it's not the cheapest, but it's pretty nice. We're right on this river, or this creek, and I'm gonna have to get the name. I'll put it on the screen. I forget, I did look earlier. It's renowned for trout and salmon if you're here at the right time of the year. So really nice spot I got. Jacques stayed here earlier this year after our Niagara tour, so that's how I found out about this. He stayed right in this spot right on the creek, but I couldn't get this one. Apparently someone has it for tonight, although there is no one here yet, and it's about 5:30, so she said some people have been reserving and not showing up, so that's just the deal. Yeah, nice little spot here. You can see that the creek obviously gets a lot higher at the right time of the year. There's just been a hatch of these really cool little dragonflies. They have like a, some of them have like a blue, almost chromatic like look to them. But yeah, there's definitely been a fresh hatch for sure. Really cool. Let's get going here a bit. Yeah, so here you go. Got a little, I don't know if, yeah, that's man-made for sure. There's a metal, steel wall that's doing that. Really cool. So yeah, this is a pretty cool spot right here too. So yeah, if you're in the area, it's a pretty cool little spot, and if you're here at the right time of the year, you're into trout fishing, this is the spot to do it. So yeah, let's go check out my campsite. So yeah, the neighbors are a little close there, but I set up back in here. Nice little spot in these pines, real nice little spot. So yeah, all set up and ready to call it a night when it's time. Got stuff ready to go for tomorrow. I got a sandwich to eat tonight and a couple other things, some jerky bacon. All right, so I'm going to wrap things up. And so it was a really good day. I left from Julie's house in Oshawa, where I had a really good stay. She was a very wonderful host and took really good care of me. Made me a pillow that's going to be a lifesaver. So Julie, thank you very much for taking the time to do that. I really appreciate it, and everything else you did for me, so thank you. But yeah, really good ride from Julie's. Ended up being 90 kilometers and some change, and felt good. Ate right, drank right, took a lot I think I did about almost 3 liters with electrolyte tablets in it, so that was a good thing to do. Some Cliff shots, gel and stuff like that, and then just snacked in that. So it was a really good day on the bike. Felt strong coming into the campground. So tomorrow I'm gonna head for my buddy Dave's in Trenton, so it'll be a shorter day, probably end up being about 65, maybe 70 at tops if I do a little sightseeing. So yeah, I'm gonna call it a night from Coburg East Campground, and I'll catch up with you guys in the morning.